Hi everyone, this is the first video I start in the name of God, and I ask His help to go through all these videos. Wasn't really the easy task to do, just to start it, and everything started by falling in love to most amazing creatures of this world, like molanajalaldin Rumi and Tabrizi and Mr. Parviz Shahbazi and so many other greatest people that I have seen in my life. Some people around and myself. I insisted to find a way in my path, and I believe everyone can find it. So let's start some history about these things, and I just want to start something to tell about the master of masters, Shams Tabrizi, and some of his teaching sessions about love and hate, which is not really different in his opinion, or the opinions of his teachers. If you pass beyond the body and reach the soul, then you will have rich createdness. Some phrases start like this, so let's go through it. I learned to analyze every word because I was so confused in my life. I read almost all of the books about the Sufism, the ancient culture of my country, about the ancient literature. I've worked for like 30 years and continuously on that. Have no education on the ancient literature or any kind of literature. My job is different. Just don't want to go through the badging myself as a person or something. Wanted to say and talk about just the thing I see, and I share it with you. I think maybe all of us, we need some calm time and reaching through ourselves. So if I start just the first phrase again, he says about createdness. So he starts with, if you pass beyond the body and reach the soul. And I said I'm gonna analyze every phrase. It may take time, but sometimes just one word changing lives. And so if you pass beyond the body, what does it mean? So the body is something, and we will live inside it. and our soul is related to that. And he talks about the soul. So what do we know about the soul? Why it's just beyond the body and reach the soul? If you pass beyond the body and reach the soul, so is it something different, or is it sometime some type of difference between the body and soul? Or soul is material, or do you believe on something, on material more than yourself? If you pass beyond the body and reach the soul. So it's obvious that he believes on something non-material. It's beyond the body. And you have to reach to your soul. So why the body and soul are different? And then he says, then you will have reached createdness. So we start with the body, we reach the soul, then you will have reached the createdness. So he thinks about just in a small phrase, just a phrase. Talk about the reaching first the body. So you have to find your body. What is your body? What is it? It's physiologic changes of some materialistic instrument, or this is an instrument. The body is something we live inside. So somebody has to live on something material. The body is part of the life, or is it just some like a coat we put on a soul? So what's the role of the body? So you put your coat, and you ask your coat to find out the the one who is inside it. So why we have to put the coat on something and then ask the something material to find the thing inside it? So the soul is reachable. So we talk about beyond on the body. So he believes in a body because he explained his opinion, his emotion with his body, wants to go beyond it. So since when we know that we have to go beyond our body to find something more? As if I return to his friend Rumi and talk about the creature, I think in some of the videos I'm gonna talk about the creator and the way we progress through this process of maturity and reaching to this body, because just I don't want to go far or so far, but I can say that 10,000 years ago, just fighting with each other, and I mean, mostly the people, they were fighting, and they were fighting for their life and loves, or I don't know, life and having children or generation.